It is with great pleasure to stand here today and share with you my mum's life. Mum was born in a small village in Switzerland with the most breathtaking views of the Swiss Alps. As it was in that generation, her childhood was hard, with no electricity or running water in her house. In the coldness of a European winter, Mum and her sister Mari would have to rug up and walk to the well to gather their daily water. Her school holidays were spent working on nearby farms to allow her to buy her school shoes for the following year. It was many years before I could understand why Mum was so content with the simple pleasures in life, being with her family, out with her friends, pottering in her garden, and surrounded by her much-loved animals. Finishing school at 13, leaving home at 16 to work in her uncle's hotel in the ski resort town of Arosa. It is here where she was encouraged to go to England to improve on her English. Working as a barmaid in a pub in the Lake District is where she met her future husband and the father of her 4 children. With Dad being in the RAF, they travelled throughout the UK. Heidi was born in the Highlands of Scotland, Carl born in Bath, England. It was in 1967 they decided to migrate to Australia for a better life. This is where we met longtime friends, John, Liz Bauer and their girls. With myself being born the following year and Richard 2 years later, Mum loved Australia so much, embracing the lifestyle it had to offer. Our childhood was filled with trips to the beach, all piled into the Valiant. Johnny, Auntie Liz and the girls in their old wagon following, often swapping kids on holidays because the girls loved Auntie's Cat's cooking so much. And we loved that Auntie Liz took us to the bakery and bought us takeaway food. During this time, Mum became a single parent. As with her stoic and independent nature, she was determined to build on our lives and provide us with a stable future and happiness. Unlike today, where people rely on handouts, Mum picked herself up, dusted herself off, moving forward without looking back. It was in this time Mum was determined to supply a secure future for us. Along with her full-time cleaning job, she took on weekend work, ironing duties. Her hard work enabled us to move out of housing commission, enabled her to purchase her own home. A dream she had always wished for, and she was so proud of that house. Her home was open to everyone, where her beautiful cooking was enjoyed by so many. Over the years, people came and stayed, and it was a joke amongst all of us that not only did Mum take in stray animals, stray people also, without judgment or comment, she welcomed all with open arms. Mum never once complained, and I remember a time as a child I had to wear scuffed red school shoes to school, whilst all the other kids wore black polished shoes. With a sigh, I asked Mum, why are we so poor? And she responded by saying, Maria, we are not poor. We have a roof over our head, food on the table. Maria, you need to remember that there are always people worse off than us. And to this day, I have never, ever forgotten those words Mum said to me. I think I might have been 8. And I have passed them on to my children as well. There's always people worse off for us. During Mum's working days at Woodridge State School, she made many friendships. In particular, Marlene Newman. She became Mum's confidant, and they were always there for each other. Marlene's passing was devastating for Kate, and in one of my last conversations with Mum, only 2 weeks ago, Mum was in a lot of pain. Mum looked at me and she said, I'm ready to join Marlene. So I think they're sitting up there today, enjoying their cuppa, looking down at us, wondering what all the fuss is about. At 49, Mum welcomed her first grandchild, Jodie. Within 7 years, Ashley, Jade and Jake arrived. They enjoyed many sleepovers and outings with their nana. As the 2 oldest grandchildren grew up, Mum was so pleased to gain 2 more grandchildren, Ronan and Connor. Mum played such an active role in their young lives. She would look after them 2 to 3 days a week. With her health starting to decline, she would often tell all of us that these boys that were keeping her going. Last year, she became a great-grandmother to Jackson. Family gatherings were always brought such joy to Mum. Or we were always together for Christmas, Mother's Day. I believe in the last 10 years since her retirement were some of Mum's happiest times. Content, and with her struggles behind her, she kept herself busy with nanny duties, mall walking, bus trips and socialising with her friends. We used to often joke that we'd have to ring up and book in if we could come and visit her. In closing, many people said that Mum was an angel on earth. And if you were to take anything away from here today, it would have to be to learn from some of her traits. Don't judge. Be honest. No self-pity. And her main one, never hold a grudge. She could never understand why anyone would. And she would often say to us, life is short. Living by this creed, Mum passed away with no regrets. Thank you.